Dzień dobry, Martyna Mroczek-Kowalik, Wprost Biznes. Witam Państwa w studiu Wprost, a moim i Państwa gościem jest Pan Justin Gandy, dyrektor zarządzający firmy MSD Polska. Hello.
Hi Martina, great to be with you today.
So today we are talking about healthcare as a necessary condition for economic development and quality of life for Poles. So in your opinion, how can decision makers shape public policies in order to take health into account?
That's a really great question, and it's really can be approached from a multifaceted approach, and there can be multiple answers. But I think the key decisions are right now, because as Poland moves into the EU presidency, it's a critical time to make some key decisions. And if decisions can really be focused on the patients and their well-being, that'll be a great day for both patients and the industry in general. And what we see is a big focus on the pharma legislature and how that will change. And we've just come out of an interesting debate about what is happening in Poland and how special this time is. So it's not every day that you get to have this opportunity to really make a difference both in the healthcare sector but as well for patients. A huge focus needs to be on prevention, as we see with vaccines rolling out, and specifically in Poland with HPV. Some critical decisions have been made to make sure that more patients get access a lot faster, so with greater cohort sizes, along with potential school-based programs. So we really welcome that approach. I mean, these are serious considerations that need to be taken. Another part is obviously on the patient pathways in cancer, to make sure that there's real equitable access for all Polish patients, no matter where they are based in Poland. So we see a big focus there that really needs to take place.
And what is the role of business, like your company, in this process?
Yeah, so I mean, businesses have a huge role to play, and businesses like ours at MSD, we're always looking to partner. We're always looking for public-private partnerships with governments, with government institutions where we can enter into dialogue. And as we also just discussed now, it's very important that as laws are changed and as predictability is on the table, how do we actually shape that? So how do we have that discussion with where we see pharma going, where we see drug development going, and where we can really invest more in clinical trials and that in the patient? And what we've just recently seen is that we've gone into a public-private partnership with the Warsaw Innovation Hub, specifically called MedConnect, where we are trying to invest with young people coming through. So the top students from universities around Poland will actually have the opportunity to work with us and see how we work, and we will also at the same time learn what the younger generation can bring to a company like ours.
What economical factors, in your opinion, are most important factors that affect badly health and the quality of life?
The first part is that if you're ignoring a person or a patient, here we need to really treat patients like you would treat your parents or your children or someone at home, and not just see them as a population that you haven't addressed. So as soon as you make the patient center in terms of what laws you're offering, that's already a good day. More negative factors is just in terms of how you spend and where budget goes. We have seen an improvement, and this is where we'd like to focus to make sure that that improvement is far accelerated over the years to come.
What can be done, in your opinion, to make it happen, to make these factors less effective?
So there are certain policies that could be put in place to make sure that it's easier to file for certain medications. There's what we call market access, but also patient access. We're now moving into the world of where digital is king, where patients can really have access to the information, and that as soon as a drug is available in a drug program, can actually have access pretty quickly. Right now, once the drug programs are there, they're usually for selective patients. They can take quite a lot of time for patients to be diagnosed and eventually receive the medication. So these are some areas where the government can really focus to enhance, that will really have a huge impact on patients and their access.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time, Martina.
Moim i Państwa gościem był pan Justin Gandy, dyrektor zarządzający MSD Polska. Dziękuję.